What up, Jeff here with all my Bitcoin renegades. And man, I wish it would tell me exactly when it goes live because it says like live and then it goes for like 7 seconds and then the the eyeball shows up with like how many people are here. So it's really kind of weird. Oh, it hasn't started yet. Weird. Okay, let me see. Maybe I gotta go back to it. What's going on here? Is it really gonna make me watch an ad on my own channel? Oh, come on. Can I skip it? Okay, we're live. I just had to make sure we were live. Like, my screen just kept the thumbnail on there and it wasn't going. So I was like, I don't know if we're live. Hey, Dead Man Walking, man. Glad you're here, man. I love it. You've been to a lot of these, so I'm starting to take notice. And like I said, when I start taking notice of people, I might send you like an icy bird or something just for being active on here. It's my way of saying, thank you. And also helping contribute to the ecosystem of internet computer by getting more people to be able to play these games, just from trying it. The icy birds are only like zero point 0.3 ICP right now, or they were. So that would be, a little bit of fun, So anybody who's really active, I will probably just send you a random NFT or something, or ask you for your either plug wallet address, or just your principal ID or whatever, so that we can send you over like an NFT. But this video was kind of for all my peeps across the world. I know that time zones are really spread out across the world. And me being in the Pacific Standard Time Zone, I'm basically on the west coast of the United States. So if I do a video at 6 o'clock at night, it's going to be 9 o'clock p.m. on the Eastern, and then in the morning on the other side of the world. So I figure once a week I will do a video that's a little bit earlier. I don't really like getting up this early. I'm not a morning person. I went to bed at probably 2 or 3, maybe 4 a.m. last night just because I couldn't sleep. But I got up anyway because I promised I'd do this, and I already missed Wednesday, so I'm like, I'm doing it. I don't care. So this is for you guys. You rock too. And I just want to share some stuff with you. ICP is doing really good right now. We are having hundreds of percentages of gains with certain cryptos. And I made a video last night about 2 a.m. about YFI or whatever it is. Based on DeFi pumping, and how internet computer is bringing DeFi to Bitcoin, and how a lot of people, since crypto isn't moving a whole lot right now, they're looking for other ways to make money in crypto. And what is the best way to do that when the market isn't moving that much? Well, that would be finding liquidity pools, using DeFi lending, borrowing protocols, and all these decentralized exchanges and lending and borrowing pools. And that is what I think is happening in crypto right now. When there isn't a lot of big movements, people still want to make money. Like, there's businesses that have overhead and they have to pay people all the time. They can't just be like us normal investors and just be like, okay, I'm going to sit on it. They have people they have to pay every day, and a project to run. So it's not as easy for everybody to hold as it is for individual investors, as say like corporate investors, or people that have like a payroll system that is tied to crypto. They have to keep paying people, and they have to keep, money coming into their business during these downtimes, especially these exchanges, and, especially decentralized exchanges and all that, because they have to pay the people, and these companies that use them are lending, borrowing, and all that. Michael Saylor is the biggest catalyst to the lending, borrowing, because if you look, he leveraged a lot of his MicroStrategy company for Bitcoin. Before we get into this, let me just talk a little bit. And so Michael Saylor has it right. He starts lending and borrowing. Well, people, when we're in a bull market, that doesn't happen as much, which is smarter, because look at Michael Saylor, all that lending and borrowing he did, now he's kind of in the loss. But if he would have waited till like right now, he doesn't care about price movements, but he should about where he wants to buy it, because that means future gains. But I understand where he's coming from, but at the same time, everybody wants to make a little bit of money. He's in a company where he's in a place where he has enough money coming in. Like, he's thinking of giving his investors big returns, having his company blow up, and having Bitcoin be the reason for it. And I'm all behind that. That's great. Now, that brings us to DeFi, because now that everything is so far down, people are purchasing crypto, yeah, but they're not sure of it, because we can tell by the volume. That's how I can tell you there's not much interest in the market right now. Not compared to when it was. I mean, there's a little bit of interest because there still is a little bit of volume, more than there was even. And it's just a little bit hard to judge the narrative when there's no volume. That means people are scared still, which doesn't make sense. We're having hundreds of percentages of gains across the board. Now, are we going back into a bull market right now? Well, I'm not going to say that yet, because there's no evidence to that. We do have higher lows and higher highs, as I'm going to show you on the internet computer right here. We are in an uptrend right now on the weekly. We had our downtrend. We hit that bottom. That V-shaped recovery has started, and we have higher highs and higher lows. That is what we look for a recovery, and a bottom. But that doesn't mean that something can't happen in the future that pushes that down lower. We're only at the $6 resistance right now with ICP. So before we get started, smash that like button. Last night I did a collab with Six Fig Stock Trader. It did great. It had a lot of views, but for some reason there was like 13 likes, and then all of a sudden it was at like 4. So I'm not sure what happened with YouTube and why the likes disappeared. But go over, smash that like button for that video last night and get them back up to where it was. I don't understand what's going on with that, but it was a great video. We had a lot of fun, and it was just great chemistry, and so I can't wait for our next collaboration. So now let's go in and look at the price. But before that, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, BitcoinRenegade.net, ICP or crypto content daily. There's a weekly ICP blog over there, and you can find and navigate a lot of your internet computer, wallets, NFT marketplaces, and all that kind of stuff over there. Or you can do it on definitely.org. So there we go with that. Now let's get into the price. All right, internet computer today is at $6. Well, let's refresh this. $6. Ooh, $6.20. Things are looking, dang it, dude. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn that thing right on me. All right. So we're sitting up here at 620, which is still our $6 resistance. This is a big level of resistance because on the way down, it was our support level. We had nice support at $8, and then we had real good support at $6, and it broke down. And that's when we went to $4.60. As you can see here, there is our bottom. Right there, 466, whatever. And our top right here, 620. And that's what we just went up to right now. Oh, 622. Okay, so things are looking, pretty decent right now. If we can break this previous high right here, that'll be great. We have higher lows, and higher highs. Now we just got another higher high at 622. Where did it show that? 622 right there. So we're looking good on that aspect of it anyway. Higher highs, higher lows. That's the trend. Where the trend is upward now. So we are back in an uptrend. The trend's your friend till the end. So definitely remember that. And this falling wedge breakout is the reason. And we keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, because falling wedge breakout, go down and touch the top of it, boom, move it out again, go down, touch the top of it, move out, do it again. So eventually it's going to rise up like this if it keeps doing the same thing. I don't know if that's going to happen. We're probably going to have some kind of a breakout by then, but it's just kind of funny to see how that is playing out. And there's no volume. Look at this. I mean, I remember seeing $500 million a day in volume. Now we're at $72 million in volume. That's it. I mean, that isn't even very much at all. So I have no clue. I have no clue why there's such little volume. Maybe because not a lot of people are selling. Because when you get volume, it isn't just buying. It's buying and selling. So when you hit a bottom like this and people, don't want to sell it, when it's going up, because it's not high enough for a nice profit yet. So they're just going to basically be holding or buying more. And that's why I think there isn't a whole lot of volume right now, because there isn't a whole lot of people selling. The market cap is up about 10%. The price is up about 10%. Things are looking pretty decent across the board, but we need like some real movements to be sustainable. Like we need this to continue for a little while in order for me to really say that we are out of any kind of trouble. So these indicators are going to be kind of important today now, because this is going to tell us our next resistance points and what we need to do to break out of them and where we need to go. 579 was the EMA 9, which is under us now. EMA 21 is at 621, which was our resistance right now. And our EMA 50 is going to be the legit resistance. If we come up above the 21, this is what's going to be the hard one to get above. And this is going to be, when we get above this 50-day moving exponential moving average, this is going to be a real $8. We have resistance at $6 and $8. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. It's like at 820 or whatever, but $8. So that is what we're seeing here. I would like to see more volume come in, more purchases. I definitely want to get the RSI out here. And see where we stand on that. See, on the day that we're still good. We're above the simple moving average. We came down and touched it as support, and we are looking upwards now. So the market is looking pretty nice right now, but I wouldn't get ahead of ourselves yet. That's why I said last night on my YFII video that, the market's looking like it wants to recover, but let's not get ahead of ourselves because, or did I say that in my Polygon video? I think I said it in my Polygon video last night. That I was just like, yeah, just because things are pumping a lot doesn't mean that we're in a bull run again. This kind of stuff does happen in a bear market, but normally not hundreds of percentages. I have never heard of a bear market that has altcoins go up hundreds and hundreds of percentages. Look at this. So this isn't ICP, but I just want to show you the narrative of the market, because honestly, I don't really care about these cryptos either. But unless I was holding them, right, then I'd make a lot of money. But other than that, I don't really care. Yeah, YFII. After I made the video, it went up another $500. It was at $1,000 when I said it, and now it's at $1,500. And then YFI is up about 53%. APRA up 39%. Track 24. OP 22. Storage 21. Axie Infinity 20%. Balancer 19. AACLX, whatever that is. Matic 20%. Muse 20%. A-Gold 20%. Quick. I mean, all of these are up massively. So these kind of things are what are making me believe that we have turned the market around. And that is what I like to see for sustainable growth. Now, I would like to definitely look at our larger time frames just to see if we do break like the 8, where we go next after that. 10, I'll let 12. Okay. So 12, we're going to have some more resistance before 12, but I can definitely see why. God, I am roasting here, man. Yeah, I'm sweating through my shirt. And I have the air conditioner pointed right at me. Oh, my goodness, dude. What is going on? Sorry about that, everybody. It must be really hot outside or something. Jeez. I love it. There's finally some good news over here. But yeah, see how all this volume came in on the way down? I bet you a lot of that is purchase volume. Even though it looks like sell-off volume. You see how the bears and the bulls fought evenly right there? That means half of this volume is buy volume. They try to trick you that way. This is what they do. They try to make you think that's all red volume. But if you look, it got pushed down and then pushed back up. that means there's a lot of buying volume that pushed that back up. So I'd say about half of that is buying volume. And then this one, it did get pushed down a little more, so maybe less than half is buying volume there. A little less than half of this one as well. So a lot of that is buying volume. I would say probably about 40% of these three is buying volume. 50% of this one, 35% of that one, 35% of that one, or something, and it equals about 40% average or something like that. So that's what I would definitely think with that. So that's good. Definitely some volume, definitely some nice volume here. This looks like it's pure up volume. There is no bear pushing it down here. Maybe at the very top, but yeah, that looks like all purchase volume. This one was definitely a 50-50. And you can kind of look at these and see how it played out and what amount of volume compared to how it looks right here. If it's an even thing like this, that's about 50-50 volume. If it's a bigger to the downside, that means it's more buy volume. If it's bigger on the upside, that means there's more sell volume. That's the way that I do things. There is more buy volume here than sell volume, or at least at the end. At the end of it, I mean, it just seems that way because there's a lot of sell volume in the beginning, and then it pushes back up. But look, it even pushed up further. So I don't know if it went down, pushed up, and then went down and pushed up and closed right here. That would mean there's probably more sell volume still. So that isn't always true, actually. I guess I just found that out. This is new for me. So this is just something I'm speculating by looking at this and doing my own deductive reasoning because I'm pretty smart and I can just kind of pick things out. But yeah, I wouldn't put too much merit into that unless it, really correlates with other things. That's what I say. Get multiple confirmations of your information before you take it as like legit, because you never know when, experience could be wrong. You could be doing something and guess what happened and it could be the wrong thing. So just be careful with that. But we do have a lot of nice buying volume, it seems. I don't see any pushes back that much. I think the bears are, kind of done. They're spent. They gave everything they had. And I'm really starting to get a little bit bullish. Not too much, not over bullish, but I'm starting to feel the market change. This could be a fake out though, guys. I'm gonna let you know. This could be a fake out, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not just gonna be like, yeah, throw all your money in it right now. No, dude, I want you guys to win. So let's see if this is gonna be a fake out. Let's look at the smaller time frames, and then we can kind of check what's up. Okay, on the 4 hour, just got that higher. Wait, let's see here. 628. That was there. Let's see. 625. So we have not got a higher high yet, according to this one. But that could be, it's within 3 cents. So that could differ on exchanges. So we could have a higher high in certain places. Right now, we're about 3 cents from that higher high. And that's what we need to get. We need to sustain a higher high. We're higher than this. We keep making higher lows. We did have some lower lows right here, but then we started going up again. So those are the things I'm going to be looking at. We are starting to get close to oversold, though. We're not there yet on the 4 hour, but it looks like there's momentum still carrying us up to the upside. So I'm not going to say that we're oversold till we're oversold, right? Because look how long we've been undersold, too, on the weekly. So we could actually sit up here. We could go up here to about 80, go down to 70, go over a little while, touch, we could do that for a while if we needed to. I've seen it happen. But now let's look at these averages because this is major. We just passed the EMA 100 on the 4 hour. That is really bullish. Passing that EMA 100, that is really, really good. Now I want to actually see the 200. If we have passed the EMA 200, things are going to start to turn around. And really, really turn around. Oh, okay. I thought we were there. So that's at $7, $6.96. And that is going to be, our next massive level of resistance on the 4 hour at least. And yeah, we're gonna have to watch that level. The good thing is we have broke above the EMA 100, um, which is great. Or that's the EMA 9, but we've also broke above the 100. So, and it's now looking like it's going to close as support. We broke there, closed kind of below it, maybe right above it, used it as resistance or support. So now it looks like it's holding support. Let's see, that line's at, yeah, 598. So we're above that. Hopefully we'll sustain, above that and things will go good. Now on the 1 hour, we're above even the 200. So things are looking really bullish. And as you see, we have been above this line for quite some time. And sustaining above this line and wicking down below it, a resistance there, and then another breakout. That's actually really cool. I like to see stuff like that. Nice W here, double bottoms. And let's see, we might have another double bottom here where we go down and touch this line again. And that could happen before we reset, but it's only on the 1 hour, and we are going down a little bit right now. So as you see, it went from going straight up to kind of, now it's curving down. So if we do even go down and touch that, it would probably go right down and touch about $6 again, or that 598 on the 4 hour, the 100-day moving average probably on the 4 hour, which will probably correlate with this simple moving average right here, the RSI 14 simple moving average on the RSI. So that's really good. I like to see that kind of thing. Things are looking really good right now. As you see, this is what we want to see as well. More sustainable, another possible 30-minute ascending triangle. But, I mean, they're just such small patterns. I mean, you really got to zoom in. Yeah. I mean, this isn't going to be a rising wedge because it's actually above. So, or an ascending wedge. Um, yeah, I don't think it's going to be one really. There was one kind of right here on the 30-minute. I think we talked about that yesterday, though. So let's look at the 15-minute just to see. We're obviously coming down and testing the simple moving average right here. Will it hold as support or will it break? That's what we need to keep our eye on, is that 30-minute right here. This is going to be our next move. Let's look at the 15-minute and see if we can see even more. Okay, this is good news. We're still above this simple moving average on the 15, and that is what's going to tell us what we're going to do on the 30 as well. So if you go to the 15 and you look first and you see, okay, well, this is starting to turn around now. You see how it isn't going straight down. It's starting to curve this way. Well, if it touches this line and reverses, then you're going to see this 30-minute also bounce off of this line and come up, right? So then we will hold that. We'll sustain on the 30. Then it'll go to the hour. Then the hour will, turn bullish. It might go down and touch this line, turn bullish again. Then we go up to the 4 hour. And that's how it works. It goes little time frame to bigger time frame. Little, and then boom, we start getting bullish across the board. But like I said, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's watch it. Let's confirm some breakouts. Let's make sure that things are going, according to plan. So, yeah, I think that's about all we're going to have for this morning. I do have a little bit of stuff. Shout out to Six Figs for letting me know about this. This is the Kinnick. And I just want to go over some of the projects that are on here. We looked at a little bit of them yesterday, but I guess if you ever want to look up, and this is what I wanted to talk about on this, actually, not just the Supernova, but if you ever, can I erase that and go back? Let's see. Let's just go back. Go back. Go back. Okay, it's not going back how I want it, so let me I want to show you something, that's why. Oh, come on. I couldn't find it again. I'm like, dude, I just had that. All right. So here, right here, search text or canister ID. Now, I was having an issue with knowing how can you search for a canister ID? I don't know how, like if there's a shady canister ID or something I'm not sure of, and I just want to come over and, make sure it's legit, make sure it's an actual internet computer canister ID and not just somebody, fishing for my, um, you know, uh, wallet or whatever, or me to connect to them. Now I can come over here and put the canister ID in, it looks like, and figure out what that project is and then search Web 3.0. So this is the biggest thing that even more than just looking up the Supernova stuff, I can come in here and make sure everything that I am interacting with is safe. Now this is invaluable right here. This is the best tool that you could find. So connect.io, it will come up as, this because it's on the internet computer blockchain. It is going to let you search any canister ID, or you can even search text. If you want to see, like, I see birds, for example, boom, I see birds. And then you can look at the official ID right here. There's the ID. And you can make sure, hey, that's the same one that, I'm logged into, legit, and figure it out. So that's invaluable. This is what I've been looking for. Shout out to Tonic Labs. Maybe. I don't know. But shout out to Six Figs for showing me this. So this is built for Supernova, but it's really going to help us navigate and feel better. You know what I mean? Don't you feel better? I do. I don't know. Let me check the comments. Oh, there are people here. What the heck? I'm staking half my ICP for long-term 8-year gang. Okay. I mean, that's a little bit risky. I am a believer in ICP long-term. But 8 years, that's a definite commitment for that mini ICP. Good job, man. You got a set of stones on you there, buddy. I'm staking half my ICP for long-term. Heck yeah, dude. We got to put that on the screen. Shout out 8-year gang. Shout out Dead Man Walking. Where is it? There you go. He's staking half his ICP for long term. 8-year gang. Shout out Dead Man Walking. Good job, dude. Like you got a set of stones on you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit sketched out to do it, and I really believe in the project. Me and Six Figs were talking after our live stream last night, and we're both like, "Don't tell him I said this." We're both like, if we weren't getting paid by Definitely, we still would believe in this project. Like, we're like, legit, no cameras, no live streams. We're both just talking as friends. We both believe in ICP. And we're kind of wondering why other people don't. And we're like, if they stop paying us right now, we'd still make ICP content. Like, for real. Like, we love, everything they've done for us so far. And I'm not trying to get all weird and preachy. Like, they didn't save my soul or anything. They helped me with my life, though. They helped me with my career. It isn't like some weird kind of, I praise no, dude. Don't get it twisted. Like, this is my job, my career, what is going to sustain my life, right? It ain't going to do nothing for me when I'm gone. All right, let's just put it that way. But I believe in it for when I'm alive in this world, right? This is something that has made my life manageable. Like, you guys know my story a little bit. I come from kind of a rough background. I had a rough upbringing. I got cheated on when I was married a long time ago. Got my daughter taken by CPS by my ex-wife when I was in a different state. She told them they didn't know where I was at. So I lost my parental rights without even knowing it within 30 days. So when I ended up fighting over it, they said, well, we put the ad in the or what, I'm not telling you what state. I almost, whoops. But they put an ad in the paper to say, I guess it doesn't really matter. They put an ad in the paper. I just want to keep my daughter safe. That's the only thing. They put an ad in the paper to say, oh, come get your kid. Like, dude, you knew I was working. I was working 2 over-the-table jobs, paying taxes. They couldn't just look up my work record. Where's the dad? Oh, he's working 2 jobs in Oregon. Where where I had talked to my ex-wife and my daughter for the last 4 months every single Friday, was getting ready to take her for the summer, and all of a sudden you guys don't know where I'm at. It was really bad, but she ended up in a great family. We have an awesome relationship, blah, blah, blah. So, not really blah, 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 but I just don't want to go into the rest of the story. But that I've been through a hard life. That's the point, right? And it took me a long time to realize if you fight for something long enough, if you believe in something and you go all in, but you have to believe in it. Like I believed I would be in my daughter's life again. I believed that for years. It took from when she was 2 years old until she was 17 years old until I was able to see her again. I contacted the adopted parents every single year since she was 2. And then when she was 12, they responded to me. And then made me wait till she was 17, which is, at first I didn't understand that. But then after, thinking that she was a preteen, 12 years old, like that would have been hard. Maybe if she was like 6 when it and introduced me, but a preteen trying to understand all that situation, I can understand. I don't want to go too much into that, but that's my story. And so I was on disability for a long time because I actually turned to a life of drugs after that. And it really did a number on me, and plus my hard childhood. So I went to therapy and drug counseling and everything. I've been clean for 11 years now. And in about 2020, I found Bitcoin. It was the worldwide event that was happening. Everybody was at home. And I just saw a video one day. And I normally don't pay attention to those stupid videos because they're just lies. But I'm glad I did this one. It was talking about Bitcoin. And I was like, oh, whatever. What is that? And instead of like just saying, oh, it's just some funny money, I actually researched it. And from there, I was like, man, how can I get free Bitcoin? And that's where my journey started. I started playing, like on these sites, you can take surveys and play video games for crypto. So that's what I did. Then further down the road, I saw Carl from the moon. And I'd seen other crypto videos before, but for some reason, he was just walking in, I think it was Dubai, just in an area, and he was talking about crypto, just some normal kid, like kid looking dude. Like I'm like, if he can do it, I can do that. Like I like crypto. I've been right on all these things. And then boom, I have a channel, 4 videos a day for a year. Then we get to now I can get, sponsored. I have over 1,000 subscribers. I did the, work to get here. Now what? Well, I reached out to almost every big crypto influencer, BitBoy Crypto, Cryptos R Us, Crypto Wendy, Altcoin Daily, MM Crypto, Da Vinci, all of those guys. I reached out to every single one of them and was like, man, I'm a new creator. I love crypto. And even the moon, I was like, man, you inspired me. And he kind of was like cool with that at first and seemed like he wanted to kind of, lift me up. And then they all just turned on me, except Crypto Wendy. I don't know why I even tried after all the rejection I got. And I was like, man, I'm just going to try. I saw something that said, if you email this, maybe she'll let you on her show. I was like, well, what do I have to lose? The worst she can say is no, like everybody else has, right? So I'm used to it by now. And then when I got the email back, I was like, I had to look at it again, and then getting the Definitely grant, it's just another thing like that Bitcoin thing. I was randomly watching something that had nothing to do with it, and all of a sudden I come across Bitcoin. Well, that happened with Definity and the Community Award grant too. I don't even know what I was doing, looking up internet computer. I think I was just looking up that crypto because I bought some of it. And I'm like, cool, man, I'm a creator. I might want to start creating about this crypto. Let's see what it is. And then they're like, this community award grant for creators. And I was like, man, that sounds like me. That sounds like something I could do. And then I submitted it. Same thing. I was like, they're probably not going to pick me, dude. Like I just don't have that kind of luck. My luck is being cheated on, being tossed aside. That was my life. I was so used to rejection and things going wrong. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional about that, but yeah, it sucks when you just have nothing but failures and then someone takes a chance on you, So give me a second. Yeah. Anyway, not trying to get all sappy, but it's the truth, man. It's my truth at least. So What's up, Six Figs? Yeah, I saw Crypto Winnie. Go check her video out. She's doing a good video about Cardano over there. So make sure after this though, don't leave my video. But when you're done over here, go over there for sure. I'm going to. Buy low, spend $1,000, and hold, sell high. And so Alex Chavez, it might sound like stupid advice, and I'm not just going to use it for XRP, but I do like XRP. And actually, I should have chose that over Solana the other day. But this should be everybody's, last thought. Buy low, spend $1,000, and hold, sell high. Pretty easy, right? You buy Bitcoin at $9,000, you sell it at $63,000 like I did. Too bad I didn't have like 10 Bitcoin because 9,000 to 69 or 63,000, that's when I sold it, is, like 6x, 6.5x. So unfortunately I only had a little bit of dough, or else I would have been really, really nice. Thanks, Six Figs. I really appreciate that. Ooh, Ford Motor stock is making 13 electric cars and Mustang. Okay. Nice. I just like hanging out with the community sometimes, man. You know what I mean? So, what up, man? XDR0's here. Oh, fake news, too. I'm new to ICP. I'm already up. Yeah, because this is the time. Like when I was saying before, when we were at 14, I said it was the bottom, but I said it could break. I said I'm bullish. I'm not going to say it's going to break, but it can. I don't think it's going to. Those were my exact words. Go back and look. I said it can break, but it's not going to. I don't think it's going to. It can, but I'm not going to say it. That's exactly what I say because I know it can. But I don't, I project what I want. That's one thing I learned from Carl from the Moon. Well, a major thing. And, project out there what you want. And you go for it, and it proves. Sometimes it doesn't work. I reached out to how many people to try to get on their shows, and only one of them did it. That's all it takes is one person to believe in you. One person to believe in you changes your life. So there you go, dude. I made a pause content. Dead man walking. Where do you stick your ICP? Most likely he's going to stake his ICP in the NNS because anywhere, don't ever stake ICP on exchanges. One, they'll drive the price of ICP down. So while you hold the ICP, if you hold it on an exchange, then basically what you're doing is devaluing the same crypto that you're holding. So yeah, you're going to get more of it, but the price is going to go down because the exchanges give you those big interest rates for a reason. You also get big interest rates on the NNS too, but they're legit. Yeah, they can go down by voting and stuff, but at least you're not killing the same thing that you're trying to, build. That's stupid. It's like shooting yourself in the foot trying to shoot your enemy. It's like putting your foot up with the gun like this or whatever, and then trying to shoot through your foot to hit your enemy. Why would you do that? There's no point to wound yourself while you're doing something. It just doesn't make sense. I know that's a weird analogy, but that's just the way it is. You know what I mean? So ICP network. Oh, this is it. This is the fire right here. Smooth seas never made a strong sailor. And that's true. So there's a saying that goes, hard times make tough men. Tough men make easy times. Easy times make weak men. Weak men make hard times. Hard times make strong men. And it goes back and forth all the way around. So it's kind of like a circle. And I've been through a lot, and I wouldn't change anything because of where it led me. Yeah, it sucked. I've had a lot of life, and I've had a lot of pain in my life, but it's gone now. It's the morning came, everything that, that I hoped for and worked for when I did things right worked out, once I finally figured out how to do that. So, and, that's why I am led to things like this. Now that I make smart decisions and good decisions with my life, it's really starting to pay off, and that's why I'm really invested in this. Am I invested in Ethereum? Yes. Not very heavily anymore because I bought in at 200 and sold at about 2,500. So when it first happened, yeah, I wish I would have rode it all the way up to 4,900, but still, I made a 10x profit off my Ethereum. So I've been buying 16 and feel good about it. So I've been buying since 44. I wasn't feeling too good about it at the beginning. I'm not going to lie to you. Going down from 44 to 16 sucked. Not going to lie, but I still believed in it and I didn't sell it. What I should have done is put it into a stable coin, and then when it went down, buy more. Oh, well, I'll ride it back up. I'll just hold it. That's not bad. Not bad. I'm trying to pick up extra shifts at work so I can buy more ICP. Dude, I don't know if I recommend that. Don't overdo it just to get more ICP, but I love the sentiment behind that. I like to see you guys getting along. What's up, XDR0? He creates some content too. If you speak Portuguese, he has Portuguese content. And maybe, I don't know, man. Portugal might be an untapped crypto market, man. Maybe he could be a big influencer for Portugal. I don't know. Because that's like, I think you're probably the only crypto influencer in Portugal, bro. That is the advantage you have. You might not have a lot of subscribers yet, but if you could somehow reach all of the people in Portugal, you speak the language. So I don't know. You got a chance for a good future, man. Been working extra my second job so I can spend my whole paycheck for my main job on ICP. As long as you're not putting more money in the market and doing without food and stuff, then you're good. But working extra hard, I can't hate on that. Like, why not, dude? Bust your butt if you need to, man. But don't overdo yourself. That's all I'm saying, because I care about you guys and I don't want you to hurt yourself or anything. But if you want to stack up the ICP, now's the time. I wouldn't be working overtime for ICP at 44. I'd be working overtime for ICP at $5 though. This is the bottom. Now, I've heard there's a lot of people invested at $5. And it looks like they're going to hold that level. Hopefully. I mean, look what happened with Michael Saylor and Elon Musk, though. We thought they'd hold 33 because for the longest time, we didn't really break down below 30K, right? We went to 25K and then right back up. And we thought maybe that's the bottom, or I did. Other people really are bearish, but I don't know why. Bitcoin's the future, but yeah, anyway, I think that's about all we have for today. I'm blabbering a lot, but I enjoy talking to you guys. Thank God I cooled down. I was roasting, wasn't I? Do you guys have anything else? I want to do contests where I give stuff away, and I've noticed fake news here a lot. Dead Man Walking, XDR0 comes here a lot. I've already hooked him up though. So maybe I'll give some more stuff out. Yeah, so I mean, you could say it's a gamble. Any crypto could be a gamble, but it has higher odds than gambling, because gambling, all you're doing is hoping that you have good luck. With internet, computer, and crypto, it has fundamentals. It has like an ecosystem. It has value. Gambling has no value. It's a fun thing to do where you can win or lose money. That's a gamble. ICP is an investment, and investments in gambling, you can I'm sorry, I'm probably reading too much into the word gamble, but yeah, it's not as much of a gamble as like a game of dice. Like that's a gamble more than ICP. Like right now, all I want to do is collect more right now. This is the time to do it. Anyone, I'm going to start telling my family and even Bitcoin right now. Now is the time, guys. Now, Ethereum, Bitcoin, crypto. Buy your favorite crypto if you want. Not financial advice. If you want, if it helps you, if you like it, now's the time. If you want to make money. Did you buy? Okay, let's put it this way. How about we put it this way? Did you buy Bitcoin at 40,000? Did you buy Dogecoin at 25 cents? Did you buy Anchor at 14 cents? Did you buy AMP at 4 cents? Did you buy Polygon at $2? Then why wouldn't you buy it now? When it's way lower. Polygon, what, 60 cents? ICP, $6? A $750 coin, $6. It's almost a no-brainer. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I think that's what we're going to do today. I do want to look up more of these internet computer type or supernova projects. on Connect. So maybe we'll do that on a different video. I'm going to release the best staking video coming up very, very soon. I'm also going to show how to merge maturity. I have enough maturity to spawn a new neuron right now. I'm so happy about that. It took so long because I only had a little bit of ICP in there at first. And then I started putting more, and I'm like, I want to spawn a neuron. So I kept putting more and more. And it would make my maturity go down when I put more in there, but it all equals out because when you put more in there, you drop the maturity level that you need to spawn a new neuron. So it all evens out in the end. And so I'm finally able to spawn a new neuron. I'm going to go over the process. I'm going to have a banging staking video. It's going to show if you don't hit the dissolve delay, it's going to have so much more than the last video. It's going to be a full tutorial this time. All right, guys, that being said, you know what time it is. Goodbye and good Bitcoin. Bang!